Hello, friends. 318 days of war. Putin's ceasefire, which was to last till 2400 hours or midnight local time, has become ineffective due Ukraine's complete ignorance, though it still continues from the Russian side. In the meantime, huge number of tanks and other weapon systems are reaching Ukraine from US, UK, European Union, NATO countries. They also include various sorts of missiles against aircraft, against ships, air defense system and other warfare system. From the ground, nothing special to report from the south. In north, both the armies are continuing with their limited offensive, especially in Crimea and Swatovo direction, with not much of territorial gains. In east, in Soledar, the Russians have finally broken the defensive line of Ukraine and have reached to Krasnopolia, almost in the center of Soledar, and Ukrainians have withdrawn towards the north. Further, they have also moved from the south along with the Wagner R and have reached to Red Mountain. Here, by the way, in Soledar, the temperature is close to minus 12 degrees centigrade, which feels like minus 19 degrees centigrade. The fall of Soledar, which of course the Ukrainians will try their best to hold on to their defense. But if Russians move in there, the Ukrainian defense line starting from Siversk through Soledar to Bakhmut will crumble. And this brings an operational crisis to the Ukrainians in Soledar and even towards Bakhmut. In Bakhmut, as per ISW, the Russians, along with PMC Wagner, have made some territorial gains. As per them, though it is not that important. And in rest of the east, the Donetsk, Avdiivka, Russian offensive continues, nothing in Ugledar. An important declaration by the Secretary of National Security and Defense Council, Ukraine, that Kiev has received a secret weapon or weapon system and 2023 will be year of offensive war for Ukraine. I can't even guess what that weapon is. And a congressman, US congressman, Paul Gosar, has slammed Zelensky for refusing this peace. Some commotions have started in various parts of Europe also, wherein they had a ray of hope that Putin's gesture for peace may extend, but it has failed. The US Gun Violence Archive says that 250 people or more and 500 or more injured in gun violence in USA took place only during New Year's holiday week, and 396 used guns to commit suicide. And that is the US imperialist culture, which claims to force democracy globally. Thinking of peace in Ukraine, forget about the rest of the world where it is perpetual. There are various factors like Ukraine and European Union both are incapacitated under the hegemony of Pentagon. The amount of weapons that are being pumped in Ukraine, do you think the arm industries will let peace prevail there? And Russians resolved to complete their special military operation, without which they feel that the very existence of Russia comes under threat. And finally, what is the role of the world, especially the so-called independent nations, and of course the world citizen? And not only war, the impending economic crisis, probably the worst since capitalism started. That reminds you of 1928-29 and climate emergency.